The Volvo EX90 is the biggest, most expensive, and most advanced car Volvo has ever put its badge on. And for 2026, Volvo took its electric flagship apart and rebuilt it into something faster and far cleverer than the car it first launched. It is a 7-seat, nearly 5-meter-long statement of intent. The only real question is whether it earns the money it asks. So if big electric 7-seaters are on your list, subscribe and stay with me, because this Volvo changed far more than its badge lets on. Nearly 5 meters long, the EX90 dominates the show floor, yet the front is completely closed off, because an electric motor needs no grille to breathe through. Above that smooth nose sit Volvo's signature headlights, split into the hammer shape the brand is known for. There is no shouting anywhere on this car. Just clean, upright surfaces, flush door handles sunk almost invisibly into the metal, and big dark alloy wheels pushed out to each corner. In this soft pale gray, it looks less like an SUV and more like a piece of Scandinavian furniture that happens to have wheels. That calm is entirely the point. Open the door and the story gets better. Inside is some of the most restrained, grown-up design in any new car. A large portrait touchscreen stands in the center of the dashboard, running Google software, and it responds quickly in a way Volvo's older screens never did. But it was everything around it that caught me. The seats are trimmed in a pale gray, leather-free material, and a strip of open-pore blonde wood runs across the console like something from a designer's living room. Light pours in from a glass roof overhead, so the whole cabin feels bright, airy, and unusually quiet. This is Volvo doing what it does best, making luxury feel like calm rather than clutter. And because it is so long, there is genuine room in all 3 rows, a big square boot behind them, and even a small storage space up front for your cables. 7 seats that adults can actually sit in is rarer than the brochures admit. Now for the part that truly changed. Underneath, for 2026, Volvo moved the EX90 onto a brand new 800-volt system. In plain terms, it now charges far faster than before, going from 10 to 80% in a little over 20 minutes when you find a rapid enough charger. A battery of just over 100 kilowatt hours sits under the floor. The official figures promise close to 390 miles between charges, though like any big electric SUV, you should plan for a little less in the real world. The entry car sends around 276 horsepower to the rear wheels. But the one that raised my eyebrows is the twin-motor performance, which now makes about 670 horsepower and reaches 62 miles an hour in a little over 4 seconds. That is supercar pace, in near silence, carrying 7 people. Volvo built its name on safety. So for 2026, it leans on a far more powerful onboard computer, with cameras and radar constantly reading the road to steer you out of trouble. It has even begun stepping back from the roof-mounted laser scanner it first launched with, trusting that smarter software can now do the job. If a genuinely fast, genuinely clever electric flagship is your kind of story, subscribe, because the verdict is where it gets interesting. Here's the honest part. None of this is cheap. The EX90 starts at just over 80,000 pounds, and the fastest version climbs close to 100,000, which is serious money by anyone's measure. But this was never meant to be the sensible, safe little Volvo of old. It is a proper flagship, priced against big Range Rovers and German luxury. For that money, you get 3 usable rows, real speed, and the cleverest, most capable car this careful company has ever built. So do not think of the 2026 EX90 as just another electric SUV. Think of it as the moment Volvo stopped apologizing and built the confident, powerful flagship it always wanted to, then gave it the charging and the pace to back that ambition up. The safety company just made a very fast, very expensive statement, and somehow it suits them.